Hey guys, so today I'm finally doing my long-awaited how I take notes, and today it's going to be for how I take chemistry notes. So I always start off my notes with a calligraphy header because it's my best way to get in practice, and for this title I just used a crayola supertip, and it's in a shade that's from the 100 pack. Then I just wrote the chapter, the class, the date, and drew some little doodles with a zebra sarasa black pen in 0.5. Then I used a Emtudier touch brush pen to write a sort of calligraphy inspired font that I use for headings, and I used that to write the section title. Then I continued using my zebra sarasa for the text, just for the regular text, like bullet pointed notes, and then I used the crayola supertip again to write a subheading. So those are the basics of how I take notes. And then I used the crayola supertip to highlight important vocabulary words or to underline important concepts. And I also use it to outline some, what do they call it? Equations, yes, as you'll see in a moment. Oh yeah, and then I just used my tombow correction tape because I make mistakes. That's the reality. But the nice thing is, even if you make mistakes, they don't show when you edit the photo. Or even if they do show, I honestly don't care too much because it's a part of the process. Then I used my Emtudier touch brush pen again to write the heading of the next section. As you may have noticed, I had a little change of outfit here because this is actually a different day. So this set of notes was taken over the course of maybe 1 or 2 weeks. I can't really remember now because this actually was filmed in the beginning of the semester. But basically you'll see that every 1 or 2 sections I'm going to, well, my sleeves are going to change because that's all you can see. But that's because I'm taking this day by day. Basically, I took notes every night before a new lecture just so I could preview the material, and then if there was anything I was confused on, I could pay extra attention during lecture to see how my teacher explained it. I felt like this was very helpful in many situations, but then as we went through the semester, my teacher started relying less and less on the book, so I eventually kind of stopped taking notes like this because it ended up being a lot more advantageous to actually focus on the lecture slides, since what was in the book didn't really match what was on the lecture slides for some reason. So I think this is basically a lesson that you need to treat every class differently, and that there isn't just one solution for everything. Alright, so then you can see that I'm doing a few practice problems. Practice problems are really important if you're doing chemistry because you can't just take notes on concepts the same way you do in biology. You need to have practice. And then just to interrupt myself for a second, I just wrote something on a sticky note. That's what I do with important formulas or facts that I'm sure that I'm going to forget. And it's just really nice to have that all in one concise space because my notes can get kind of lengthy sometimes, and even though they're technically an abbreviated version of the book, sometimes it's just hard to look through everything. Alright, so I'm just going to let the rest of this video play out as a study with me, since I think that you can pretty much see my process through the 2 sections of notes that I took. So grab your books, grab your notes, and let's study.
Other eyes
To everyone still watching, thanks so much for staying to the end. This is my first time doing anything like this, so let me know how I did. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, and thanks for watching.